Clearly. Wait, do I talk on the back of the car? What's going on, guys? Today I am very excited because we are finally addressing the horrible suspension in the Forester. And by that I mean the WRX struts. This has had WRX struts since I bought the car. I don't know the mileage on them. I don't know what year they're off of. I just know that they are the only rusted part on the car. So the awesome people from Fortune Auto has sent over their Fortune 500 series coilovers so we can finally have some proper handling in the Forester. The awesome thing about these coils is they're not only height adjustable, but they also have dampening adjustability as well, so you can fine tune how the car handles. I also opted for the upgraded top hats front and rear, so I have the adjustable top hats for my camber in the rear of the car, just like adjusting in the front. So it makes adjusting the camber super easy, as well as they're just gonna handle much better than what we have now. Today we're gonna install these, and much like my other videos, I'm gonna show you on one side, and Chris is gonna make a cinematical, beautiful masterpiece of the other side. Thanks, Chris. Sponsored by Crispy. When you get a box from Fortune Auto, you also get a goodie bag and face masks. Thanks, guys. As well as your coilovers. So you're gonna get 2 for the front and 2 for the rear. The awesome thing about the Fortune Auto coilovers, they're hand built. Every single set is hand built. So that's why sometimes their lead weight times are out. It's because they're hand building your set of coilovers. You can tell, mine are 8K, 6K, quality inspection by that guy, and final quality inspection by that guy. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I can't read script that well. We're gonna jack up the car, put all 4 corners on jack stands. It just makes it so much easier to do all 4 when it's up in the air. There's no weight on the sway bars because that will fight you. Oh, we should probably take a height first.
I'm 6'2".
Okay, that's cool. So this tape measure right here, I've installed probably 30 sets of coils. Okay, not 30. I've installed tons of coils. This tape measure always finds its way home. So this is the trusted tape measure we're gonna use.
Your favorite coils to install are Fortune Auto coils, all right?
Of course.
Out of those 30?
Honestly, they're my favorite coils. Just opening the box, the quality level. Ask Chris, my favorite words, fit and finish. Let's just look at them real quick. So we're gonna take a quick height measurement first, and then we can set the height, because I wanna lower the car as well. Down the line when I get the alignment, I have a couple more things to go. That's when I'm gonna break out the calipers and get everything perfectly fine-tuned. This is just gonna be a rough measurement. If you want fine-tuned measurements, get yourself digital calipers. All right. Scratches. This is a rough measurement. This is not accurate because if your fenders have been rolled, pulled, or anything like that, they're not going to be true. This is just for our own sakes. But from top of lip to there is about 3 7/8. That's 2. That's 3.5. So we'll go down to 2.5. Maybe we'll go down to 3 in the front because I don't want to slam the car either. It's all about functionality and then looks. My other cars I've always slammed and lowered, and I hated it afterwards. These are performance coils, so we're going to make it a performance car. So again, our unsponsored discount ramps, they're cheap as hell. I mean, hey, you guys want to sponsor me? Like I said, they're 40 bucks. This makes your life so much easier because you can drive it onto these and then jack the car up. Welcome in. You can also pop your hood at this point. We gotta get hood access anyway, so. Whoa! Thanks, Grimspeed. So first you want to find the oil pan. Let's jack up the car. And it's up now. All right, cool. Now that it's up, let's pull the wheels off. We're gonna pull all 4 off because it just makes sense too. Can you do what I think I want you to do?
I could try.
Thanks, buddy. Sorry. Woo! You can see where I washed the car. And the spokes were in the way. These are holding up awesome, by the way. Definitely one of my favorite upgrades until now. Working on the front. Working on the front. You can tell by the giant Brembos in the front. Great modification. What's my Brembos? We're gonna be using a small impact gun with the 12 mil. We're gonna be using a bigger impact with a 19. a 19 wrench, and that's all. That's all, folks. First, you're gonna pull the ABS line and your brake line off. Zip, zip. Zoop, zoop. Put those to the side. Then we're gonna go after these two bigger bolts. These are your factory camber adjustments on your stock stuff. It doesn't even matter because we're losing this entire setup. So you don't have to worry about marking your bolts or nuts to match the camber. Okay, bye.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
You are gonna be reusing this hardware, so put it in a safe place. You also need a tapping device. Tap, tap. Let's tap. Put the nut back on though, that way you don't mushroom the threads over. And tap, tap. If your car has a lot of miles and rust on it, it's probably not gonna go as easy, but we got lucky. Tap. Tap. Pull your last bolt out. Now, this is gonna drop once I pull this bolt, so make sure you're ready for it. Catch it, let it fall, let it be free. And that's it. Let that sit like that, and now we're gonna pull the strut out. Let's go back up top. On the top, we have 3 12mm bolts. So we're gonna zip those on out. On the last bolt, that is supporting the strut. So as soon as you undo that, it's gonna drop. So take one hand, grab the strut, the other hand on the impact gun, undo the nut, and get ready for it to drop. Mint. These are obviously WRX struts, so they're a lot shorter than the factory Forester struts. So in that situation, you might have to push down on the knuckle to make enough room to get it out. But in my case, they just kind of popped on out. These are for sale. COVID curls. Gyms are still closed. This is the stock strut compared to the new Fortune Auto Coilover. One of the awesome things with these is it's one single collar to lock the height, and then one single it's one single collar to lock the preload, and it utilizes an Allen bolt to lock this collar. So you don't have to worry about 2 collars locking into each other, interference fit, and then them jamming up because you drove in the winter, now they're seized, now you can't undo them. Super simple, clever design. Let's install.
Delivery for a Cody Greenstone.
Hi, yes, that's me.
So you there?
Are these my Fortune Auto Coilovers?
That's exactly what they are. Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, anytime, man. I'm
Nice
gonna go
car,
put this
man.
other one in on the van if that's
All
cool.
right,
Okay?
buddy, cool.
All right,
By all
cool.
means.
See you later.
We're gonna use the trusty tape measure for a rough alignment. Like I said, I'm gonna come back before the alignment and fine tune my ride heights after I put some gas in the car and put it kind of how I'm always gonna have it. Then I'm gonna fine tune my ride heights. So then I'll have some magical calipers. But for now, we're just gonna make sure that the spacing is the same. So when we put them in, we're starting at the same baseline as far as the height. So this is at 3.5. So we're gonna bring this one up to 3.5. To adjust that, you simply just unscrew this a little bit, slide your collar down, and then remeasure. 3.5, 3.5. That's just a really rough way of kind of getting your ride heights. Like I said, I'm gonna come back with a set of digital calipers and make sure that they're spot on perfect. As well as if you're gonna quarter balance the car, it doesn't really matter what you set them to right now because everything is subject to change when you're corner balancing. Take those 3 nuts that you took off the top hat and put them up here. Don't reuse old stuff, we got new stuff. Put those up there, that way you're ready to go. So as soon as you slide the coil in there, you can put the 3 nuts on and you're not scrounging for them. Then you can take your 12mm again, we're done up here. Now we're gonna use a jack to lift up the entire spindle assembly and insert it into the fork here. So washer on top, throw the nut on top, nut on the bottom. Now you can still adjust camber from the top bolt here. This is your eccentric bolt. You can still adjust camber, and some people prefer to adjust it down here and then fine tune it up top. So for now, we're just gonna throw the bolt in there until we're on the alignment rack. Take your 2 bolts that were holding in your ABS and your other one that was holding on your brake line, and go ahead and reinstall those. Now we're gonna undo these 3 top bolts, and that's gonna drop the strut down just like the front. So I'm gonna have Chris zip these 3 nuts off, and then I'm gonna just pull the coil out from below. Ready, Chris?
Ready, Captain.
Okay, here we go.
Down. 3.
Good job, Chris.
Thanks.
This obviously being the old WRX struts, you can just tell how massive. They're also incredibly heavy, whereas the Fortune Autos are considerably lighter than these, so it's less unsprung weight if you're looking at weight savings, as well as it's just a smaller package. So if you guys are running a wide wheel, less chance of it rubbing versus this mammoth of a thing. So yeah, we're gonna install these now. Goodbye. One thing to note on my coils, I opted to get the rear adjustable camber plates just for the easier adjustability as well as the fine-tune adjustability. They don't normally come on the coilovers. I opted to add them on. It's an optional add-on that you can do. So yeah, you might want to do it. Makes adjusting way easier, and you can fine-tune your alignment for the track. If you still have these are like noise insulators or isolators. They lived a good life, 130,000 miles of good life, they made it. However, we're getting rid of these because you need to be able to access the adjustments. I guess in theory, once you make your adjustments, maybe you can put them back on, but weight reduction, hello. Let's keep going. If you're trying to do one side at a time, like I said in the beginning, you pull all 4 wheels off, put all 4 corners in the air, you're fighting the sway bar. You can also cheat and take the sway bar links off, and now you have a little bit more play in it. However, just take all 4 wheels off, get all 4 wheels up in the air, and it's a lot easier versus fighting it. Trust me, I used to fight it. Next, throw your nuts back on. Now, the back ones don't have the eccentric bolts like the fronts do, so they're just 2 normal bolts. In the bag, not only do you get some masks, some stickers, you also get a couple tools. So a couple Allens and your 2 spanners, which if you've ever installed coils before, you're used to seeing these. But these are for locking and unlocking the collars. This little guy is for taking this knob on and off. And then this one is for adjusting the camber screws. So you loosen them, then you can slide it in and out. So when you go for your alignment and all that, keep all these tools in the car. And when you're done with the alignment, put them in a safe place, that way you don't lose them. Now, if you just put your coilovers on and you're happy with the heights and all that, now we're gonna take the car off the jack stands, put it on the ground, and from there, you're good to go. I, however, am gonna fine tune the heights, kind of get a rough alignment, and then I have a couple other suspension parts to go into the car, and then I'm gonna go get it in a line. So right now, we're gonna drop the car, put it on the ground, and kind of see where we're at. Pull it out.
Out. Clear.
And that's it. Massive thank you to Fortune Auto for sending me over these Fortune 500 coils. I am so excited to try them out, see how they actually handle. The WRX struts did me good, however, it was time to upgrade. I wanted to give them a go because the guys over at Gears and Gasoline, had such great things to say about them. They run them in almost all their project cars. They love them, so I figure can't go wrong with Fortune Autos. So if you guys are interested in buying the same exact ones I have, the Forester Spec ones, the link will be in the description, as well as if you guys just want to go to the main website and see if they make coils for your car, I'll put that in the description as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to Chris for editing and filming this. I appreciate it, buddy. Make sure you guys follow Fortune Auto on Instagram and YouTube and other social media, as well as you guys follow me on Instagram and Chris. He doesn't really need a shout out, but thanks, Chris. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.